like reenacting the pastimes.
We did a skit. What did we do last week? Did we do a skit last week?
Yeah, that was last week.
No, that was the week before last
I
week.
think that was last week.
Yeah,
It
that
was?
was last week.
It was last week. So what did we do last week? Come on. What did we do last week?
No, Margie, last week was only the quantitative, right?
Nobody.
No.
It was
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
We discussed about that. Let's talk.
Last week is about truth and cleanliness.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
we talked about the 4 pillars of
Listen.
Dharma.
The 4 pillars, right? That's what we were doing. Okay, we'll get started. Oh, we are supposed to chant Hare Krishna. So who wants to chant 11 times? Let me actually call a volunteer this time. Okay, somebody raised hand. Mukund, go ahead, buddy. Go.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Very nice. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayati Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Ishwaram Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamne Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very nice. So before we get into the topic, today is all about hearing. Okay, we all know Parikshit Maharaj perfected his life by Shravana. So I sent a lecture, right? You all know that. I sent a lecture on the WhatsApp and I asked everyone to hear that lecture. And I told you I will be asking something from that lecture, right? So today's icebreaker is, can you recollect one interesting point you liked from the lecture? Everybody has to participate, which means everybody must have heard the lecture. Pin drop silence. Okay, academically advanced.
Mataji, can
Oh, Mataji, we need to hear from Guru, who is Krishna.
Okay, but did you hear the lecture?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. What did Prabhupada tell?
Prabhupada told, we need to get out of material entanglement.
Very nice. Is that what you like the best? Academically advanced Abhinav?
Yes, Mataji.
Very nice. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, Tulasi Manjari, what did you like from the lecture? Thank you, Abhinav, for coming forward. Tulasi Manjari, what did you like?
Mataji, well, he said how like everything comes from Krishna. So it's like how we're just like all part and parcel, but we're all we still have he gave the analogy of like how there's the drop of ocean water, it still has the same, it's the same qualitatively, the same salt, the same substance and everything, but quantitatively we're different. So we all have the like same, like Krishna is the like he's the origin, and then we all have some qualities that were given to us in a much smaller way.
Wonderful, wonderful, very nice. Miraculous. Thank you for this.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, I specifically like these two lines that Srila Prabhupada had said. This is the sutra in the Brahma Sutra that God is Anandamaya, always jolly, always cheerful. So you can become also cheerful when you go back to home, back to Godhead. That is our problem. So this was like, I think I would call it like one of the main essences of this whole lecture. And another thing I just wanted to say is that when Srila Prabhupada said, just try to hear what is God, what is his kingdom, how he acts, how he is cheerful, then I had remembered this morning I was I was listening to this Prabhuji named Pangovan Prabhuji, and he had said that when we want to describe Krishna, then we should focus on his activities, mentality, and one more word he had said that rhymed with this. So I had just remembered that when I was reading, when I was listening to this line.
Thanks for connecting that too, Mukund. Excellent. Good job. Smriti.
Mataji, my favorite point from the lecture was when they said like qualitatively we have like the same things, but quantity is like different because Krishna has love for everybody, and we also have love, but we have love for material things. So I like that. I like that line because it's like because a lot of people think that we are like, so we are if they say we are same as Krishna, we are part and parcel. That means we are like just like Krishna, but we have like a small. We have less quality. We have the same qualities, but we have a less portion of them.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hari Priya.
Hare Krishna Mataji. One of the things that I learned was along with hearing from like a good source like a guru or the Vedas, one of the first steps to getting out of this material entanglement is first realizing that you are not this body, you are spirit soul, you are like the child of Krishna. Like there was that example of the son of a very rich father was wandering around on the street and begging for food, but when he realized that he was the son of this great person, then he realized that he didn't have to beg for food. And he just had to go to his father. Like that, we have to realize that we are not this body, we are the spirit soul, and we are part and parcel of Krishna.
Wow, that was a good summary. Very nice. Excellent. Good job. Advait.
I also like how Smriti and Tulsi Manjari, I think they said about the quantity and the quality. It's because it's like, for example, if you have a plate of prashadam, the prashadam is gonna, like, if you have 2 plates of prashadam and both plates have the same prashadam, except one plate has a little bit and the other one has more, and you would most likely pick the one that has more because of the quantity. So like that also, prema towards Krishna is like the same thing. Love is the same. It's like the same. Like almost for everyone, love is the same, but the quantity of love you have someone is different.
Yeah, that was interesting. What an analysis. Okay, very nice, Advait. Yeah, next, Prahlad.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I liked how Prabhupada said like the first step is that you must do Shotavya, or hear about God and what is his kingdom, who is he, and all those important questions. And then you'll start to have faith in him.
Very nice. Very nice. So that's so crucial, right, Prala? It's important to hear about him too. Yeah. Good. All of you are really, really good listeners. I really like this. All of you have done an amazing job. You started off very nicely. And I think you've covered all the points in the lecture pretty much, right? All the important points were covered by all of you. So proud of you all. Doing an amazing job regularly. Nice. So what did you do now? You gave oral reception. You heard very carefully. So we know in the life of Parikshit Maharaj, just by Shravanam, just by hearing like how you all did, okay, very carefully listening to a great personality, he attained perfection in life. So bhakti is so variegated. You can do so many things in bhakti. It's happily performed. Susukham kartum avyayam, right? Rajavidya Rajaguhyam, 9th chapter Bhagavad Gita. What does it say? This devotional service is happily performed. So when you were hearing the lecture, were you all distressed? Did you feel bored? No, right? It's such a happy thing. To do anything in devotional service is very happy, and it's so easy because you enjoy it so nicely, you get absorbed in it. And because you get so absorbed in that activity, you can easily attain perfection and attain love of God. Isn't that wonderful? So we are so fortunate to have this process thanks to Srila Prabhupada. So congratulations, everybody. You did a great job hearing this time. Okay, so let's continue with the story of Parikshit Maharaj. So we saw Parikshit Maharaj saw Dharma, and Dharma was suffering. 3 of his legs were broken. He was standing only on 1 leg, and Dharma consoled him. And after consoling, Parikshit Maharaj consoled Dharma, and after consoling Dharma, he saw Kali. He saw that Kali was behaving badly, so he took out a sword and he was ready to punish Kali. You see this picture here, it's a beautiful painting of different scenes in one picture. The rightmost scene is the suffering of the bull, and the cow is standing nearby. 3 of the legs of the bull is, chopped off, right? So the bull is suffering. Parikshit Maharaj inquires from Dharma about the reason for his suffering. Remember, this was our previous class. And the next scene is he sees that the person who's torturing the bull is Kali. So he decides to teach Kali a lesson, and he takes out his sword. Now he's the king, okay? So he can award punishment the way he wants. He has the authority to award punishment. Just like sometimes the police has the right, to point a gun at someone, but we can't do it. But a police can do it, right? So like that, Parikshit Maharaj, he took out the sword and he started to scold Kali. Why are you doing this? But then Kali, looking at the authority and the power of Parikshit Maharaj, he immediately surrendered. He folded his palms and he immediately surrendered to Parikshit Maharaj. There is something very important here. When someone surrenders to us, okay, everybody makes mistakes. You make mistakes, I make mistakes. But when we realize our mistake and when we surrender, okay, the dharma is that the person to whom someone has surrendered, that person must immediately accept the surrender and forgive the surrender. This is a very, very important quality. If someone comes to us, asks for forgiveness and tells, oh, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. If you tell, no, I can never forgive you, you just push them away and you walk out, that is not a proper Vaishnava etiquette. Okay, we should immediately forgive a person who has come and surrendered to us, who has promised, I will give up my bad activities. Please accept me. So like this, when Kali, he came and he said, no, you please accept me, Parikshit Maharaj. As long as I am there in your kingdom, I try to be as good as possible. Okay, so this is what Kali does, and he falls at the feet of Parikshit Maharaj. So the minute Kali surrendered, Parikshit withdrew his sword like a great king. Great kings, when someone goes and surrenders to them, it's not that they always take revenge. They are ready to forgive. So now Parikshit was ready to forgive. Okay, ready to forgive Kali. But he told Kali, I will spare your life, but you cannot stay in my kingdom. Now, Kali was thinking, what kind of condition is this? You have spread your rule everywhere. Everywhere is your kingdom. If you say that I cannot stay in your kingdom, where will I go? You have to give me some residence. If I have to survive, if I have to live, I need a residence. So give me a residence where I can be the way I am. Okay. So at that time, this Parikshit Maharaj, he says that you stay in places where gambling, drinking, animal slaughter, and illicit activities take place. So that's why we have the 4 regulative principles. You all are great devotees. You all know the 4 regulative principles, right? No meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, and no illicit relationships. So Kali was given these 4 places to stay. That is why we refrain from these 4 activities. Now, Kali Purusha, he said, look, I will stay in these 4 places, but it is not enough for me. It's a very cramped space. You know, you've given me very less. You've only given me 400 square feet to live. How can I live here? I need 100 more square feet. Give me more place to stay. So at that time, Parikshit Maharaj says, you can stay wherever there is gold. Because when there is a lot of greed for money, to hoard wealth, there falsity, intoxication, lust, envy, and enmity, all these bad qualities exist. So when we say bad qualities, we are relating it to the presence of Kali. Okay. So now Kali was, because he surrendered, his life was spared. Okay. But he still resided in certain places. When Parikshit Maharaj was there, he assured that all these bad activities would not take place. So Kali could not flourish happily. But now, after Parikshit Maharaj has left and gone, Kali is very happy because we have all this happening everywhere. Right? All of you agree? We have all this happening everywhere. So Kali is very rampant at this time. So during the rule of Parikshit Maharaj, who was such a great devotee, he ensured that all these activities were not happening. Kali couldn't survive so much. And he also restored the 3 legs of Dharma. Dharma was suffering. Dharma's legs were broken, right? Parikshit Maharaj helped to restore the legs of Dharma. So like this, with expert governance, all the sages were able to perform sacrifices during Parikshit's time. In today's time, is anyone performing sacrifices? No, nothing is happening much, except for there are some Vaishnavas here and there who are performing Sankirtan Yajna. But in Parikshit Maharaj's time, there were many sages, and the classic example is the sages of Naimisharanya, right? The sages of Naimisharanya, they were performing 1,000-year sacrifice, and then they chose Suta Goswami to be their speaker, and then Shaunakadi Rishi, they all heard from Suta Goswami. All this happened right during the time when Parikshit Maharaj was present, right? So when Parikshit Maharaj was there, Kali couldn't show its real face, and all the sages were able to perform sacrifices. So now Suta Goswami while he was narrating the story of Parikshit Maharaj, all the sages in the assembly, they were getting very, very excited to hear more and more about this great King Parikshit Maharaj. So they looked at Suta Goswami and they said, oh, Suta Goswami, you're such a wonderful speaker. You're telling about a great King Parikshit Maharaj. We want to hear more about Parikshit Maharaj. We know Parikshit Maharaj was a great devotee. So it is the most interesting thing for us to hear about Krishna and Krishna's devotees. Just like all you were hearing very intensely, right? So like that, the sages, they started telling Suta Goswami, oh, Suta Goswami, we want to hear more and more. And it is so good that we are getting your association. Even a moment's association of a great devotee is so purifying. And that too, when you're talking Harikatha, there is absolutely no satiation. We just don't want to stop hearing. Sadhu Sangha, lava matra sadhu Sangha, right? When you get lava matra, a split second of sadhu sangha, it is so purifying. So the sages said, we want to hear more about Parikshit. So please continue to tell more about Parikshit Maharaj. So we are going to analyze one particular verse in this chapter. I'm not going to tell you the Sanskrit, but we're just going to analyze the English. In this verse, the qualities of a speaker, the hearer, and the subject matter that is to be heard is being described. How should a speaker of Harikatha be? Just now you all heard a lecture from Srila Prabhupada, right? So how should a speaker be? He should have the Lord as focus when he's speaking. He should not be speaking for name, fame, puja, la, pratishta. All that should not be in his mind. He should be glorifying the Lord, and only the Lord should be his focus. And his main object of service should be the Supreme Lord in the mood of a servant. So these are the qualities the speaker should have, and he should speak like this. How should the listeners be? Give me 1 minute, okay? I'll come to your question. Give me 1 minute. How should the listener be? The listener should be very eager to hear, just like how you all heard very eagerly, right? You were waiting. Oh, what is Prabhupada going to say next? What are the notes I can take down from this lecture? So like that, a hearer should be ready to hear with all eagerness. And what is the topic that should be discussed? The topic should be all about the Lord's magnanimous and pure pastimes. So the Lord is considered very magnanimous. He's very merciful. Just by hearing about him, we can attain perfection. Just by chanting his holy names, we can attain perfection. And he's so pure that just if you say one name of Krishna, you can attain perfection. Right? He's so pure, yet he's so magnanimous. So these are the qualities of the speaker, the hearer, and the subject matter. And the topic for today is all about hearing. Parikshit Maharaj, the sages describe this Parikshit Maharaj, he attained perfection just by hearing. Similarly, we all want to attain perfection by hearing about Parikshit Maharaj and hearing about the glories of the Lord. So they request Suta Goswami to tell more about Parikshit Maharaj. Isn't that interesting? They have Parikshit as their role model and they want to hear about Parikshit. Okay, Advait, what's your question?
It's not a question, it's just a comment. Like, it's so surprising how much trust they had back then. Because Parikshit Maharaj just told him to stay in that designated area, and Kali actually listened. But nowadays, you probably need like a guard or something if something like that is going to happen.
Amazing. Very nice, Advait. That is so true, right? That is very, very true. Good observation. Good observation skills. Good. Nice. Anybody else has any question before we proceed with the group discussion? Okay, so we're going to split into two groups. Here is your group activity. See, we spoke about how Suta Goswami was speaking so nicely, right? We saw the qualities of the speaker, the listener, and the topic, subject matter. How did the sages feel? They felt enlivened, like you all said. When you were hearing Harikatha, you were very happy. It was not that you were morose and want to hear this. No, it automatically sparks an interest, right? So when you hear something very nice, when you hear something very positive, it affects your consciousness. You feel good. You want to do something nice. So all these side effects are there when you hear something good. Okay. When you hear something bad, for example, when you hear some gossip, someone said something negative about someone, or someone screamed at someone, how do you feel? You feel somewhat affected in your consciousness, right? Your whole day is spoiled because that person showed anger at you. You're trying to show anger at someone else, and there is a chain reaction, and there is, everything is spoiled, right? So our consciousness can be easily molded by what we hear. We should be very careful to whom we give our ears to. I'll just give one example because this is your task. So I don't want to give too many examples and spoil the fun that you're going to have. One example that you can see from scripture of hearing wrong things is Manthara. Manthara was trying to influence Kaikeyi in Ramayana. Remember, hearing the words of Manthara, Kaikeyi's mind was polluted. right? So whatever you hear, it affects our consciousness, correct? So now you have two groups. One group, group number one, you're going to discuss about the negative, about what happens when you hear something negative. 4 examples of how your mind changes. It can be a mix of taking examples from scripture or real life experiences. Okay. What are the 4 things, 4 effects you can see by hearing negative things? And group 2, easier task, they will do hearing something positive, how that affects our consciousness. And you have to give 4 examples. It can be a mix of real life experiences and scripture. You think you can do this? Is it too hard? Positive example for, yes, everyone is giving a thumbs up. Nice. Positive example is Sutta Goswami hearing from, the sages of Namisharanya hearing from Sutta Goswami. Negative example I gave you, Kaikeyi, right? So now brainstorm, think as a group. It can be even your own experiences. Like, for example, you heard something nasty and how it affected you. You can think about that. Or you heard something really good and how positively it affected you. Okay. Now we're going to split into groups. Let me see.
Mataji, I already created the room. Just I need to open them.
Open it, Mataji.
Yeah. 5 kids in each room. We have 10 kids completely. If we remove both of us, we have 10 kids. So this is group 1. The other is the group 2.
Yeah, the ones who are going to the room is group 2. All of you here, you're all group 1. Advait, Gautam, Haripriya, Miraculous, Mukund, and Abhinav. Abhinav is all of you are group 1. It's the negative. Okay, enjoy thinking about negative.
Wait, Mataji, can you give me access to share my screen?
Vinaya, can you do that?
Yes, Mataji, I can do.
And for there in the other group?
Oh, I don't think so. They have that rights. Maybe I can bring them back and give the rights and send them back. Or maybe Mataji went to that room. That's fine. You start your discussion.
I think we should do 2 from scripture and 2 from real life examples.
Yeah. Wait, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall I share? Because
Okay. I got it. Okay, so we're group 1, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you send the docs to all of us? I mean,
Okay.
get the link and then just send it in the chat.
Yeah, got it.
Can you make the access edit?
Yeah, no, change
Did I?
it from viewer. No,
No.
change it from viewer to editor.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, is Smriti?
Oh, dude, don't direct message it to me. Send it to everyone.
I am sending it to everyone, but I don't want to send it like direct message and then
Shall I
everyone
give
can
pause,
see when-
Mataji?
No, because you direct message it to me.
No, I'm direct messaging it to everyone in our group because if
No, since the other people are in the other group, it won't send it to them.
yeah, but when they join the main room again, it's gonna go. They're gonna be able to see it.
Oh yeah.
So I sent it to. I already
Yes,
sent it. To
Mataji, for
everyone.
whom I have to give Mataji co-host?
Smriti.
Smriti, okay, Mataji.
Okay.
Okay,
So
Smriti, and then I'll push you to the other room, okay? And
We're
might
doing
have to
negative
go to
things,
invite.
right?
So first, should we do how it affects like the results it has on people?
Negative effect. And then we can do. That would work. Wait. That would work, right?
Mataji, I need the, how do I jump to the other room? There is no place for me to jump.
No, you have to go to the breakout rooms and then join. You have to say the join to the group 2.
Okay. Scriptures. Negative, just like Mataji said, should we just put mantra?
That would be for
Try to
scriptures.
find another one.
No, I was thinking that we should try to get more than 4. Like
Sure. Yeah.
so mantra can be one of them.
Bharat Maharaj work? Jada Bharat, because he was
Jada
he did not get like he did not no, like no one talked to him or anything, but he lost association of devotees.
I guess if it's in like that context, we can, well, not that context, but I guess we could use a Jamila too. Number of them. Okay. So let's do Jada. What? Should we do mantra? I mean, not mantra. A Jamila.
Sure.
Wait, is that how you spell his name?
I
Yes.
think yeah. No,
Yeah,
is it a
pretty sure
Jamila?
that's-
Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, who's keep on copying and pasting it?
Yeah.
Stop touching it, everyone.
Yeah, because someone's keep on copying and
Yeah, no.
pasting it.
Let Advait do everything.
Yeah. No. I'll just not do it.
Okay, for real life, what should we do? I mean, this might be like a dumb effect, but like it's like if your friend lies to you and like he says like there's an ice cream truck somewhere, and then like you go there.
I mean, if anyone has had experience with bullying, then that wouldn't be good.
I mean, not necessarily though, because bullying doesn't mean you necessarily were. I mean, yeah, I guess in the context of them like making fun of you, but bullying doesn't necessarily mean talking.
No,
So I
most
guess we-
bullying nowadays is in the form of verbal abuse.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, it doesn't really affect. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah.
No, instead of backbiting, we can just put verbal abuse. Because that's not specifically that's not specifically bullying. It can be for anyone, like even for adults. It could be for them too.
That is true.
Who's typing?
I'm on the Zoom call. I'm not even on the drive thingy.
Yeah, someone else is typing. It's confusing.
Cause I'm not even on the tab right now.
Yeah, I know. It's
Who's anonymous?
anonymous. This one on the screen that I'm highlighting. Yeah, that one. Whoever this is.
Anonymous Aroches. Which one are you, Advait? Oh yeah, you're just Sai.
Yeah, I don't know who I am. I don't know what you guys can see. So.
I see like a red one.
Oh, okay, it's you, Mukund. Okay. Like, Mukund, if you're gonna type, just tell us before you type, because it's getting confusing, because when I type it and you type at the same time, it's just getting double and it's wasting time. So just unmute and tell us if you're gonna type. Okay, so what should we do for real life? We need let's try to think of a couple more. Like anything, like not general, but like anything that specifically happened to you guys.
Peer pressure?
Well, that's basically verbal abuse, I guess, in a sense.
Okay, true.
You know you don't have to raise your hand, right? Just say it.
Okay, I was thinking
think the bad association would come in real life.
But the thing is, bad association is not necessarily verbal. It can be anything. Like it can be physical activities too, like someone's drinking or smoking, like. But I guess we could put bad association in a wait. But how would it be bad association if someone's talking to you?
for scriptures.
They can be talking like bad things.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you. But that would also come as okay. I think we should actually take out verbal abuse. You know why? Because verbal abuse.
Yeah, that's too broad. We need something like
Yeah, verbal
more
abuse is
specific.
the general like
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, we need
It's
something
like taking off
specific.
all the options. So we can do bullying as one, and then we can put peer pressure. Wait. Peer.
Yeah.
I can write, you can say.
Peer pressure is always there.
Yeah. Wait, that's not how you spell pressure. Okay. Peer pressure. What else?
For scriptures, could we add Dhruva Maharaj because of what his stepmom said? He got she.
Oh yeah, that's actually true.
But that's not negative.
No, it is negative. His stepmom told him that no one likes you and like he's not your father and stuff like that to him, and he felt really sad. And
Yeah,
that's what
he
wanted
felt
to
sad.
But then the actual outcome of that, even though he felt bad, was that he ended up meeting Lord Vishnu himself. So I don't think
Yeah,
that's
but
negative.
at that
But
moment,
still,
he
it
felt
was,
really sad. At that moment,
Yeah, he still
really
felt
sad.
bad. So that would also be.
For the time,
Let
like,
me
it had a good effect, but
No,
time
I'm gonna
was
put.
negative.
Positive.
I'm gonna put like when his stepmom scolded him.
Yeah.
Because I get what Mukund's saying, like he's right too, because in the future that resulted into him meeting Vishnu, but at that moment he was like really sad.
We still haven't done the negative effects it has on people.
What do you mean?
Like we had to do negative effects, scripture examples, and real life examples.
Wait, what?
Oh, right. We had to do something else other than these two. We had to put like
How it affects people, like actual.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
something like that. We had to
How
write something.
affects people. We can do like depression. That's one thing.
I think we need to write this in a sentence or something. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I think we can just
I think depression is too broad. Like it just covers everything.
okay, maybe stress.
Yeah.
People can get stressful.
Stress or anxiety.
Yeah, anxiety. Oh my. Okay, anxiety.
They could just have a really low opinion of themselves and they'd feel like they're not really worth anything and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's basically just depression. Depression is actually not that broad though. Stress is not part of. How do you spell anxiety?
Anxiety.
Oh,
Yeah, that.
Okay. Anxiety, depression. Because depression is
Sad,
actually not that
sadness makes me
broad.
sad.
What, Mataji?
Sad, Advait, sad. I feel like sad.
Well, Mataji, isn't that like a type of depression though?
Yeah, depression. Yes, depression. If you're writing depression, sad will come in there.
Yeah. Anger, that's another thing. Someone can get angry. Let's see.
Discouraged.
Yeah. Suicidal.
That would be kind of in like the depression, stress, anxiety thing, suicidal. If not in more extreme form. How about like
But the thing is, depression is more like suicidal is worse than depression. So I guess in a sense it could be separate. So
okay.
Okay, let's try to find one more for real life because we have 4 for scriptures. Let's try to find one more.
Yeah.
I had another how it affects people. Could we just add it doesn't help them in any way and it just makes them go down and further and they don't improve?
But wouldn't that basically be everything else?
I mean,
oh no, that's actually true though. But you reminded me, not eating bad food, but eating too much. Because people when they're like a lot of people when they're depressed, they eat too much, like they overeat.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're like stress eating. But I don't know anything about like eating bad food though. Because people eat bad food even when they're not like depressed and stuff. So
Well, I just remember some scientific data that scientists gave like less depressed people healthy food options and more and bad food options. So the healthy ones pick the good ones, and like the depressed people
Oh, okay.
pick bad food. That's why.
Let's try to find one more from real life now.
How about negative self-talk? Like when you tell yourself negative things.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that would work.
So who's gonna present what?
Wait, so how many people are in a
When
group?
you don't get appreciation.
How many people are in a group?
5.
Okay, so 5, we have to divide this.
How about when you don't get appreciation?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes, but wouldn't, wait, yeah, okay, yeah, that can be, yeah, that makes sense. But the thing is, though, it's not people negative, like, technically, they're not even talking to you in the first place, so that wouldn't be negative effects of people, like bad association if they're not talking to you in the first place, right?
I mean, not talking is still kind of.
Wait, what was the like question exactly, Mataji?
The question is more on when you hear something negative, it affects you, right?
Yeah, so like receiving no appreciation, you're not even listening to anything in the first place. So should we take that out? That'll do 4 and 4 if we take it out.
Receiving no appreciation is actually, it affects you mentally. I mean, to a great extent, it does affect our consciousness. In
Yeah.
looking
I
out,
think we should just keep it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, receiving.
Oh, we can do receiving bad feedback.
Oh yeah,
Like,
why not? Yeah,
It wouldn't hurt to have extra stuff, even if the extra stuff didn't work.
yeah.
no, okay,
Not
not
really.
bad.
It cancels out.
You guys are amazing. You've gone so
Instead of bad, what other word can we use? Like receiving harmful? No, not, yeah, maybe harmful.
negative.
Yeah,
No,
negative
harmful
feedback.
sounds a bit more physical.
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
I'll call the other group if you guys are almost done. I'll go
Yeah,
there.
Machi, can you give us like 2 more minutes?
I can close the room whenever you say, Mataji.
Yeah, we can close in 2 minutes from now.
Okay, so I can highlight like who's gonna read what. So you just have to remember your color. So we can do like someone reads that way, right? Let me just change the okay. Wait, you can't read that. Okay. And then someone reads like that. Wait, so it's 5 people, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then like that much someone can read. Purple. Yeah, change the colors. I'm just like change the colors if you guys want to change it, but
Yeah, highlighting better.
yeah, you're actually right. Highlighting is better. Oh wait, you already picked that color. Yeah, yellow. I'll do this red. This can be, you can just do black. Wait,
You can't see black.
wait, yeah. Wait, so that's 3.
I
No,
just
don't write it down. Don't write it down. We just tell each other the colors.
okay. Or I can send it in the chat right now. Yeah, okay.
I mean, if we just remember our own color, then it'll
Yeah,
be
that's what I'm saying. Just remember your own color. So
Okay.
now someone reads the rest of it. Yeah. Wait.
okay. I'll be yellow.
I will be. Can I be black?
I can be cyan. Wait. Not that one. The cyan with the cyan, the black and the cyan.
I'll be the regular black.
Okay. Okay, so who's regular cyan and who's red?
Okay, I'll take the regular cyan then.
Who said that?
Mukund, I'll take the regular cyan.
Wait, who's the last one? Gautam, what are you? You have to be red, okay? Wait, who changed the color?
Okay. Huh?
Someone
I'll
changed the color.
do.
Someone
I'll
changed
do
the
red.
color.
Oh, I did.
Wait,
Uh,
what?
You were like regular cyan and regular black, and it was kind of confusing with like regular this and regular that.
Okay, so I'll do red.
Fine, I'll just change the color to. Let's see. Like this darkish.
Like
red.
just have one be not highlighted.
I can be like this darkish red. Yeah.
No, someone should. Yeah, someone shouldn't be highlighted.
What do you mean?
Like,
There's five.
one of the people just like their script will just be like not highlighted.
I mean, it's fine. It works. We have
Okay,
color.
sure.
Okay, wait. So let's like.
We can say the same stuff. And
Who's cyan? Who's cyan?
that's me, Mukund.
And then who's yellow? Did we assign someone yellow?
Haripriya says she wants to be yellow.
Oh, okay. And then black is you, right, Abhinav? And then
Yeah.
red is Gautam, and then I'm like the tan.
Brown.
Yeah,
You
the
say
brown.
brown.
Yeah.
So you just wait.
So we're done.
Group
Yeah,
one.
Machi, we're ready if you're fine with it.
No, we need to wait for the other group. So yeah.
Once we are here, group one can start presenting.
Oh,
Um, Okay.
okay.
Cyan.
Okay.
Negative examples of effects from the scriptures, Mantara and Jada Bharat.
And also
Yellow.
Ajamila, because he got sidetracked because and Dhruva Maharaj, because his stepmother was being like, she scolded him. She didn't let him sit on his father's lap. She said only she is good, not his mother. And in real life examples are when a friend lies to you about something, which can also affect.
Good one. Good.
Bullying can also affect you.
Mhm.
Peer pressure, negative self-talk, and receiving no appreciation. These these aren't good for your mental health.
Receiving negative feedback can also make you feel depressed, so you won't do as good. And how it affects people, receiving all those things that happen in real life, they can cause stress, anxiety.
It also can cause depression, anger, being discouraged, even suicidal. And then it's eating bad food or overeating. And then health problems is basically like an overview of everything, because pretty much everything will lead to either mental or physical problems.
Fantastic. I never knew there could be so many things you can come up with. This is so good. Excellent group work, everybody.
Actually, in the starting, you said that group 2 was the easier one. What did you mean by that?
I thought this was going to be hard, but actually this is easy.
Well,
Yeah.
the second group is kind of easier because we had to find like a scriptural references for
The thing is, nowadays, after like especially after COVID, a lot of these things are happening. So that's why, and especially even after we go to school and we like experience, like we could experience or we see other people experiencing it. So that's another thing.
Very true. I really love the way you all brainstormed together. You came up with both real life and scriptural examples. I thought scriptural examples is really hard, but you nailed it. You just nailed it. And the way you split the content between all of you, that was beautiful. The way you color coded everything. And I'm so impressed. Beautiful. Excellent job, all of you. Hats off. Really, really great job. I like this. I really like this. I never thought there could be so many effects. Yeah. Excellent. So proud.
Do I stop my share?
Yes, please. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Group 2. Look at that. Yes. Begin your presentation.
So hearing positive things,
Mhm.
they make you feel good. And like one example of that is when Rukmini hears about Krishna and she gets attracted to him and then she writes a letter asking, can you be my husband?
Then
When Rupa and Sanata heard about Lord Chaitanya, they were all like, they began to feel like ecstatic because Chaitanya is like Lord Krishna, so they were waiting for the moment to meet him. And Parikshit Maharaj heard from the sages, even though he knew he had like 7 days to die, just hearing from the sages and hearing about Krishna made him like very happy and like he could go back peacefully, you know.
very nice, Tulsimaji.
Mataji,
Yes.
I wanted to say that, see, this document is there, na? Just put your question there and put this document as a picture in the group. Others who are not joining, they will see that how you're learning these good things, right? Group
Yeah.
one can take a lead and you put your question actually so that they will know what you are trying to say here and put it in the group. It encourages others to join these classes.
Sure, sure. Both of you share whatever you're sharing now. Put it in the group. Very nice. Yes. Continue.
Then we have Arjuna hears Bhagavad Gita from Krishna.
Mhm.
So he's hearing positive things like the Bhagavad Gita from the Lord.
Very nice.
And then Dhruva Maharaj hears from Narada.
Hmm.
He's hearing
See?
instructions how to meditate.
Very nice. Nice, right, Ramchandra? So we saw him even in the negative example. We saw him in the positive example as well. Very nice. So nice. Yeah. Continue.
Next is when Sita heard about the victory of Rama. She was very happy when after the entire war had been they had been fighting.
Yes. Very nice, Prahlad.
Then we have some examples from real life.
Mhm.
When you go to a temple and hear from the classes, you're hearing about spiritual knowledge, which is positive. And
Yeah.
then we have hearing kirtan, which is also positive because it's the name of the holy name. And then lastly, we have get advice from other devotees, which is like because they're giving like a positive instruction
Beautiful.
to how to exceed in Krishna consciousness.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Were we supposed to add what it could lead to or not? Or was that like extra that we added?
It was good that you added. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I thought it said on the slide that we were supposed to add it, so that's why we added it in the first place.
Yeah.
Yes. You're right. Yes. Very nice. I am so happy you people have worked together very nicely, though you were a very silent group, but still you managed to work together. And the other group was super talkative, which was also nice. Two different flavors, extreme flavors for today. One group that was hyperactive, the other group was very sober, but they had very deep points to share. So it was very nice. Two different flavors, both flavors beautiful. It was like chocolate and strawberry or vanilla strawberry. Both
Next time I can put some talkative kids into the other group, Mataji.
Yes. I think the if you're going alphabetic, they are getting very talkative, and the second group is getting very silent. So mix them up, Mataji. Yeah. Very nice. But I like everyone's spirit. Don't change, okay? Don't change yourselves. Whatever you are the best. So if you're talkative, remain talkative. If you're not talkative, if you're very sober, remain that way. Because everyone is important. All kinds of devotees are accepted in Krishna consciousness, okay? But ultimately, the point is you all work together and you presented very effectively. You understood what was asked and you cooperated and brought it out beautifully. So good job, everyone.
Nachi, do we post on the group?
We'll post.
Should I send the link or should I like take a photo and send it?
Just a photo of what you guys wrote on the
Okay.
on the whiteboard. That's all we need, because you have brainstormed and you've come up with beautiful ideas, right? It's just your discussion and the way you guys are working together. That's what we want to see. Good job, everybody. So now we'll just wrap it up with the summary. Okay. So here is the summary. So Parikshit Maharaj, he also perfected his life just by hearing from Shukdev Goswami very attentively. So even we all can introspect what we are hearing. Remember, you spoke about positive hearing and negative hearing. So when we do Shravanam, we should be very conscious about whom we are hearing from, how we are hearing from. Prabhupada also spoke about that, right? So we should do our Shravanam very consciously. And it's not enough if you just hear, you have to imbibe. So we should improve our attention, hear, grasp it within our heart, and perfect our lives. Okay, so that is the importance of Shravanam as shown by Parikshit Maharaj. We'll continue the life of Parikshit in our next session. All good? Okay. So we'll end here. Yes, Hari Priya, what do you want?
Is the course going to be about Parikshit Maharaj only, or is it going to be about any other devotees also?
No, we are going to do all the devotees, but Parikshit Maharaj needed, I think this is the 4th week, right? Parikshit Maharaj needed 6 weeks. That's the content that is covered in first canto. So we are going by the verses in the first canto. Okay. He needs 6 weeks. Then we'll do the next devotee. It could be either maybe Narada Muni, or it can be Kunti or Yudhishthira Maharaj. We'll figure that out. Okay. Depending on the first canto characters. Is that good? Yeah. So, but even if it is Parikshit, don't you think it's a variety, or you feel everything is the same?
No, it's very different. Like we learn about a different aspect of him, different quality every time.
Yes, Mukund.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, I just wanted to say that the 3 points were identity, activities, and personality.
Wow. Personality, identity, active. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. Right? You have to match it with that. So Nama is the identity, activity is Leela, and what is the third one? Quality. Yeah.
Personality.
Personality. Yeah. Guna. Very nice. Very nice. Rupa and Guna both together. Very nice. Good. Thanks.
I posted it.
You posted it? Good job. Yeah, group 2 and group 1. Both of you post your whiteboard material, whatever you had to post. Okay. We'll meet again next week. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhyevacha. Patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to all the Madhava kids. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Bye, everyone.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna Mataji, thank you for the class.
Bye. Hari Bol. Closing the call. Bye-bye.
Mataji.